After a wife experiences tragic loss, she finds light in the darkness.
I thought it just has to be my husband.
Mike, is that you?
Letting me know that he's still here.
Someone or something is here, and it has a message.
The entity wants you either gone or wants you dead.
I don't think I'll ever be the same again.
In America, there is real evil. It lurks in the darkest shadows and in our most ordinary towns. Between the worlds we see
Someone's in my room.
and the things we fear, there are doors. When they are opened,
Hey guys, I'm Hannah. Just your average California girl. Sunshine, beaches, and the occasional demonic possession. This is Panic TV. Okay, horror fam. If you're into this, and this, then this next movie is totally your vibe.
nightmares become reality.
There you are!
In the summer of 2004, the Stowe family is living the dream. A perfect moment frozen in time.
Come on, let's play.
We had a very idyllic life. Your typical suburbia, you know, mom stays at home and raises the kids.
Honey, come here. I feel her kicking.
Oh.
We got married in 1999. Our son was born in 2002. We were expecting our daughter.
You ready to meet your little sister?
Yeah.
My husband was a very easygoing man. He was a good dad. He was a good husband. We got along great. I used to wonder, how did I get so lucky?
Suddenly, Stacy's happiness is shattered by a disturbing vision.
Honey. Honey, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I didn't tell him, but what I saw was our car in an accident.
All right. Oh, hold on. Have a seat. Oh, it's work.
My husband had just started a new job.
Hey, this is Mike.
He was an IT manager, and he loved computers.
All right, I'll be right in. And I've got to go. Server's down. I'll be quick. I'll pick up dinner soon after cook, okay?
Okay.
Mwah. Passport.
Wait. Are you sure you have to go?
Yeah, they can't do this without me. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I just kind of shook it off. I was pregnant. I thought it was just hormones. I didn't tell him what I felt.
Time stands still for Stacy, who can't seem to shake the eerie vision.
Ma'am, I'm looking for Mrs. Stowe.
Oh my God.
Ma'am?
When the police officer came to my door, I knew that my premonition was coming true. And he said, "Okay, ma'am, I don't want you to panic, but there's been an accident."
Sir! Sir, can you hear me?
And then he goes, "I'm sorry, he died."
Sorry.
And I started saying, "I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this alone."
After her husband's death, Stacy picks up the pieces of her life and carries on as best she can.
A lot of widows that go through something like this, they cannot stand to stay in the house. I, on the other hand, I could not leave. This is our home. My husband and I built this home. He's here. I can't leave.
Bryn is now 9, and her brother Cameron 12. Today is a special day. Stacy and her late husband's wedding anniversary.
What are you doing?
I'm setting a place for Dad. I never got to meet my dad because while I was in my mom's stomach, that's when he died.
I'm very into video games and computers. I kind of want to be the same job as my dad had.
Cameron, put your game away. Put your game away.
I'm almost done with this level.
It's time to eat. You can play later.
Ooh, looks good. Cameron was very easygoing, just like his dad. Just an easy kid.
Bryn, do you want to say grace?
Sure.
My son is my husband,
Thank you, Lord.
and Bryn is me.
It's for rain and sunny weather.
And Bryn is extremely smart. Even at that age, my daughter was like a little adult.
Thank you, Lord, for this, our food, and that we're here together. Amen.
Amen. It was a tough thing to cope with, but as a family, after my husband died, I tried to keep things as normal as possible for them.
This looks so good.
One afternoon, my kids were gone, and I was cleaning. I was like, where did this come from? What is this? The teddy bear was holding a heart, and inside the heart was an orange stone. And it was like a light bulb went off in my head, and I went, oh my gosh, that's my husband's birthstone.
Mike, is that you?
I thought he's just letting me know that he's never really actually gone anywhere. He's still here.
A few days later, Cameron is hanging out in the living room.
I started feeling really hot, and I looked over and saw the fireplace was on. I just kind of got a weird feeling. I felt like something was in the room with me.
Mom? Something's wrong with the fireplace.
What happened?
It turned on by itself, twice.
Well, I seem to be working fine now. Where'd you get that? Did you take that from my room?
No, I found it on the table.
Come on, aren't you going to the movies with Charlie?
Yeah.
Go get ready.
My thing was, oh, it's my husband, he's playing a joke on us. That's what I figured. I was strangely comforted by it. It was a way of helping me to cope with the loss, that I would tell myself, although he's not here physically, I know he's here. I can feel him here.
Honey.
Stacy Stowe has been feeling a presence in her home.
Honey. Honey.
When I got the courage to turn around, I saw what looked like an indentation on the bed.
Although Stacy's frightened, she convinces herself it's her husband.
Mike? Is that you?
Who died in a tragic car accident years ago.
I thought it just has to be my husband. My heartbeat slowed down, and I just kind of took a deep breath and fell back into a peaceful sleep.
So far, Stacy is the only one who has sensed the spirit of Mike in the house. Their two children, Cameron and Bryn, have not.
It was really tall and black with cat eyes. It was pulling me down the hallway, like dragging me. When I woke up from that dream, I was terrified. I was scared. I didn't know what to do.
Mommy! Mommy, please wake up! Please. Mommy.
I was sitting there crying, and my mom didn't know what was going on.
What happened?
This thing in my room, it tried to get me.
It was just a nightmare.
It was huge, and it had these eyes.
She was crying, just tears streaming down her face.
What happened? She okay?
Yeah, she just had a bad dream. Go back to bed, sweetie.
I was really worried for my sister.
Okay.
My mom just said that everything was fine. It's just nightmares and nothing else.
You can stay with me. Come here. Come here.
I'm so scared.
At the time, I thought, well, all kids have nightmares, and they go through nightmare stages. I thought, that it was normal and it was okay and everything would be fine.
It's gonna be okay.
Over the next few days, she replays the incident in her mind again and again, not fully convinced it was a dream.
I was like, this is real.
No! Somebody! Help me!
It was just horrible. I was in my room and all of a sudden it was like something was in there. He looked like my dad, blue eyes, brown hair. Daddy?
It's me, honey.
I've been watching you.
The face just started transforming into black.
Nine-year-old Bryn Stowe once again sees an evil monster. But this time, it's not a nightmare.
It was the same figure from the dream. It was the exact same person. It had the cat eyes.
Bryn, calm down.
She was so terrified. It was unlike anything that I had ever seen or heard her do.
Calm down, honey. Mom, calm down. Calm down. What's going on? It's in there. There's something in my room. There's something in your room? Yes, there's something in there.
Okay. Wait here. Wait.
Do you see it? It's in there.
Honey, there's nothing there. What did you see?
I saw Dad.
Oh, Bryn, I knew he was here with us. I've been feeling him too.
You don't understand. It wasn't Dad. It was a monster.
No. What are you talking about, honey? Are you sure it wasn't just a bad dream?
No.
She's like, no, Mommy, he was there. I was not dreaming.
It was real.
Honey, it'll be okay. We'll figure it out, okay? We'll figure it out. It'll be okay. It'll be okay, sweet.
Thinking Bryn is just having night terrors, Stacy moves her into her room until they pass, while 12-year-old Cameron continues to sleep in his bedroom.
I went downstairs to get a snack. The whisper started in the kitchen. I couldn't tell where they were coming from or what they were saying. I looked around, I didn't see anything. was about 6 feet tall, looked like a man. It looked like it had a face, but I couldn't make it out. I could only see its eyes. It was probably the scariest thing I've seen in my life.
Mom, I saw it. It was here.
He was shaking. He was trembling, and his face was just drained of color. His eyes were just huge. My son is not a child that is easily shaken, but this definitely shook him. He was very afraid. I've never seen that kind of fear.
What happened?
I saw this dark thing. It was like a shadow, and it had these glowing eyes.
It just hit me. Wow, now my son is describing the same thing that my daughter is describing.
Okay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Can I sleep in your room tonight?
Of course, Lydia, of course you can.
This is not right. This is not my husband. My husband would not be terrifying my children like this. This is something else. At that moment, I knew my house was haunted, and I knew I needed to get help.
Stacy contacts a paranormal group who puts her in touch with the person experts turn to when all else fails.
My name's Johnny, and I classify myself as a cleaner. What I do is fairly straightforward. I go in, I clean a residence of the entity or entities, and that's my sole purpose. They were in danger. This is a kind of case where the entity wants you either gone or it wants you dead.
There is a very dark presence. Most people would call it demonic.
Demonic?
When I found out from Johnny that the big thing that had tried to get my daughter was demonic, I just wanted to get my kids and run.
Demons or demonic energy take on your worst fears in your mind and portray them. If you think it's a demon, you're going to perceive a demon. If you think it's Satan, you will perceive that it's Satan.
I believe we need to do a cleansing as soon as possible.
Just tell us what to do.
I am at war with the entities in this home. It's a spiritual war, so you may not see anything, but know they are here.
During the cleansing, I push my mind through the house and I go from side to side. The dark entity that I'm after, all I see is a massive black blob. And sometimes they'll attack me.
Something grabbed my ankle.
I am at war with the entities in this home.
With the help of a paranormal expert, the Stowe family is waging war against a demonic entity haunting their home.
The entities will try to the last second to retain what they think is theirs. And in this case, they decided that they weren't going to let go.
I was just terrified. I was scared that a demon was trying to attach itself to me and take me with it.
I felt just completely powerless. And I was screaming, no, no, you can't have her.
Johnny jumps into action.
You are not welcome here!
I focus all my energy into one place and I go, bam, and it's lights out.
Be gone!
Everything just stopped, and the air felt easy to breathe.
Bryn!
Oh, is he gone? Is he gone?
He's gone. You're safe now.
I hugged my mom, and she was like, this worked, it worked, it's gone.
But Johnny warns Stacy that although they are safe now, the family could be vulnerable to new entities.
Children attract negative energies because they're so open. They haven't built up the ability to fend things off.
Johnny told me when you clean out a house, anything that is outside the house is going to sense that void, and they're going to try to get in.
Over the next year, the Stowes grow more and more confident that the cleaning worked.
It felt good in the house. I felt safe, and I felt like I was able to go anywhere I wanted in the house. So I was sleeping in my room. I was fine.
Hey. You okay? I think so.
If you want, you can still sleep in my room.
Mom, I'm fine.
I just knew my house was mine again, and it was just done. This new beginning was exactly what my family needed.
I heard voices whispering, screaming at me. We're going to get you. We're going to kill you. I was super scared. I thought I was crazy. I wasn't sure if this was real. It was my mind playing tricks on me. I didn't know. The faces I saw all around, they were trapped. They were banging, screaming, let us in, help us, help us.
Nine-year-old Bryn Stowe believes she is trapped in a living nightmare.
I wasn't sure if it was my mind playing tricks on me. I didn't know. I was terrified for my life.
What's back? The thing from my room. It said it wanted to kill me. No. Johnny said that he cleaned out the house. It's back. Good. No, it can't be. It can't be. What's wrong? What hurts? What hurts?
She showed me the scratches. 3 vertical, angry red scratches. They looked almost like you got scratched by a cat. I was trying not to lose it in front of her. I was trying to be calm, but my heart, it was racing.
Let's go clean it up. Come on.
I was at my wit's end. It's back. And this time, it has gotten physical.
Mommy.
It actually threatened her.
It hurts.
Instead of calling Johnny the cleaner, the family decides to try a new approach.
Claudia, thank you so much for coming so quickly. We just don't know what to do.
1 minute.
Stacy reaches out to a gifted clairvoyant.
My name is Claudia Granger. Originally, I'm from Germany, and I'm a psychic medium and a teacher and healer. When I tuned into the house, I felt immediately a very dark, extremely nasty presence.
There was a ceremony here, a seance. I see 2 girls, teenagers. They're related to you.
My nieces. They watched our house when we were on vacation. That was right before all this started.
My nieces were very close with both me and my husband. My husband and I practically raised them.
They put some candles on. They put their hands together in a circle, and they were calling on their relatives. They were calling on spirits.
We're reaching out to connect with our lost Uncle Mike. Are you there, Uncle Mike? Can you hear us?
I believe they were trying to contact the spirit of your late husband.
Oh, my husband? My God, what did they do?
Uncle Mike, are you there? We really miss you. What was that? What? Nothing. Come on.
They've opened up a portal at your house. That's why all of the activity has started up again.
A portal?
It's like a doorway to the other world. If not properly closed, it can be very dangerous. It allows spirits and other entities to come through.
I could see the portal directly in Bryn's bedroom.
Please talk to us.
the birds got scared and screamed and left, and so the circle stayed open. When a circle of energy is broken abruptly, it creates like a rift in existence, and that rift then can widen. In that moment, it was a free-for-all for the spirits, whoever was close by, to come and visit. That's when the negativity could really come in.
I think that your family is in danger. We need to close this portal right away. Okay. I need you all to join hands and remain in constant prayer with me. Okay, no matter what happens, I want you to keep praying and stay focused, okay? I need you to envision a golden light filling the room and surrounding your house, okay?
She just told us all just to concentrate on that, envision the happiness and the love and the light.
You ready? Let love and light stream forth from the heart of God onto this earth.
Seal the door where the evil dwells.
May heavenly light be anchored in this house so that it removes the dark and becomes a gateway to heaven.
Let love and light stream forth from the heart of God onto this earth. Seal the door where the evil dwells. Let love and light stream forth from the heart of God onto this earth. Seal the door where the evil dwells. Let love and light stream forth from the heart of God onto this earth. Seal the door where the evil dwells.
Keep praying!
Let love and light stream forth from the heart of God.
The Stowe family is fighting to close a portal in their home with the help of psychic medium Claudia Granger.
Stream forth from the heart of God onto this earth. Seal the door where the evil dwells. Let love and light stream forth from the heart of God onto this earth. Seal the door where the evil dwells. Let love and light stream forth from the heart of God onto this earth. Seal the door where the evil dwells.
Keep praying!
Let love and light stream forth from the heart of God onto this earth. Seal the door where the evil dwells. Let love and light stream forth from the heart of God onto this earth.
Amen! Amen. Amen.
I opened my eyes, and at that moment, I just knew instinctually that it was finally over.
It's closed.
My house was mine again.
Thank you.
I felt like a giant weight had been lifted off my shoulders.
Maybe you want a cup of coffee before you go, or?
Yes, please. You okay?
Yeah.
But before she goes, Claudia has something very important to tell the family about Bryn.
Bryn, may I speak with you for a minute?
Yeah.
Bryn, I believe that you have a very special gift. I think Bryn is psychic, and that's why the activity in the house focused on her.
When I looked into Bryn's eyes for the first time, I instantly knew that this was a psychic child. Bryn seemed to have been targeted by the negative spirits of the portal because she could see them.
I kind of knew that there was sensitivity. I had a feeling that she had received the gift.
I was thinking, this makes sense now. All the puzzle pieces are just coming together. I understand.
Bryn said she saw her father.
I think the demon disguised itself as your dad to gain your trust so that you'd let your guard down.
I was angry, and for it to masquerade itself as my husband was like the ultimate betrayal.
What do I do if it comes back?
I can train you. You won't have to be afraid anymore.
She felt like we needed some guidance on how to learn how to protect herself.
What kind of helped me a little was that Claudia told me, you know, I'm gonna help you, I'm gonna guide you through this. Everything's gonna be okay, I'm here.
Over the next few months, the family is able to move on from the horrific ordeal.
As of today, my kids are both thriving. They're doing well in school. I know that they're happy. I'm happy.
Ready, set, go!
I was really happy that we had our house back and that me and my sister could play again and we could just be kids and not have to worry about everything that was going on before.
Before all this happened, I was a skeptic. But then, after this dark, terrifying chapter in our lives, it has now hit home that there are things out there that we know nothing about. There is no question in my mind. I believe very much that it is real.
I don't think I'll ever be the same again. I think this has affected my life. And I'll never be able to, you know, change. I think I was given this gift to become confident, to help other people with things like demons in their house.
Maybe she is going to do something that will turn this world on its ear. She's going to do something big.
After a couple returns from an unusual honeymoon,
Can you believe some of these stones go back to the 1800s?
strange events take place in their house.
The recessed light bulb actually shattered.
Are spirits from another world trying to warn them? Or are they out to get them?
You don't know how to stop it. You don't know what it is, but you know something's there.
I was absolutely terrified. I wanted to protect Brooke from it, but I didn't know how.
This spirit did not want to cross over. He was not going to go.
I'll never leave her.
In America, there is real evil. It lurks in the darkest shadows and in our most ordinary towns. Between the worlds we see
Someone's in my room.
and the things we fear, there are doors. When they are opened, nightmares become reality.
When we moved into our house in Vallejo, this was supposed to be our dream life. We were newlyweds, we were living our life, and it's just become a nightmare. It was devastating. I was terrified for us.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Oh, you scared me.
Sorry. But I come bearing gifts.
In the fall of 2011, newlyweds Brooke and Dominic Ardolino celebrated their honeymoon in Virginia City, Nevada.
So, this is what I have to look forward to? Exploring the world's creepiest places.
Dominic and I decided to get married on 11/11/11. We were just gonna run off to Reno, have a small wedding, and then go to Virginia City afterwards for a little short honeymoon.
You think this is creepy? I think it's beautiful. Look at all this history. Can you believe some of these stones go back to the 1800s?
Yes, I can. This place is old and creepy. Can we go? We got an early day tomorrow.
Fine. Oh,
what?
She grabbed this one rock and said, I like this rock. I want to take it home. Virginia City's a mining town, and there's just rocks and lots of rocks.
Really? You don't think that's weird?
What?
A rock from a cemetery, come on.
I wasn't sure we should pick up a little rock in a cemetery and do anything with it.
Just seems, I don't know, strange.
I just thought it was a neat rock and thought it would look cool with my antiques and my old stuff, so I took it home with me.
The couple return home to Vallejo, California.
Looks good. Here's the rest of your newest treasures.
Thanks.
We have so much fun antiquing. I like old dolls, old toys, anything different. You name it, we have it at our house.
The urn contains the ashes of Brooke's late ex-husband, Carl.
What?
My first marriage was to Carl. We were together all of my 20s. Carl passed away suddenly in 2010. It was unexpected, and it was kind of shocking.
I wish the two of you could have gotten along better.
You certainly tried. He wasn't the warmest guy.
I wasn't super thrilled about having his ashes in our house, but if it makes her happy, then I'm okay with it.
No. But he wasn't always like that. He could be sweet.
You know, he wasn't everybody's cup of tea, but I loved him and I was married to him, and I don't regret our marriage at all. We were both very young, and it just didn't work out.
I know it's been a tough year, but this is our new start.
I had two big losses. Carl, he always holds a part of my heart. So to lose him suddenly, and then losing my mom, that was really hard.
Brooke?
One morning, I could hear what sounded like a woman singing.
Brooke, is that you?
It sounded like it was coming from upstairs. I couldn't explain it. There's nobody there. And then it just stopped. I thought it was weird, it was strange, but I didn't read a whole lot more into it than that.
I felt someone in the room.
Oh, you're just dreaming.
I'm sound asleep. I just remember sitting up and looking, and there's nobody there.
Brooke sensed that there was somebody in the house keeping an eye on us. Brooke was scared, a little freaked out.
Let's go back to bed.
Yeah. Okay.
Over the next few days, Brooke continues to feel uneasy in the house.
I just felt like I'm being watched.
Dominic?
I was in the kitchen making dinner. There were noises. It was just unexplainable. There were lights coming on and off. I was scared. I know something was there.
Ever since Brooke Ardolino returned from her honeymoon, strange events have been taking place in her California home.
Brooke! Oh my God, what happened?
The light fell.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
The recessed light bulb just came down and shattered. I had just been standing in that location.
This doesn't make sense. These are screwed in. I don't know. What could have knocked this out?
The light bulb itself dislodged from the socket. We have many of these recessed can lights in that area. And for the one that was right above where she had been standing, for that one specifically to fall was a little disconcerting.
I'll have someone come take a look at this tomorrow. You sure you're okay?
Just shook up.
Hey, let's get out of here, go out to dinner. I'll clean this up when we get back, okay?
Okay.
If she walks into that basement, I swear. Oh, she did. She always does, doesn't she?
We'd had an electrician check the fixtures out, and he couldn't find any issues.
We had no explanation. We didn't really know what to think about it. It was just strange.
And the strange events continue. One day, out of nowhere, Dominic experiences problems with his eye.
I realized that I could not see out of my right eye. Freaked me out, of course. I can only explain it as if you've ever had like a piece of fuzz or lint in your eye, it was kind of like that. I was trying to figure out what it was. I thought maybe I had a scratch on my cornea or something. After a while, I realized whatever it was wasn't something I could fix.
It's me. You all right?
It's my eye. I can barely see.
Dominic was having issues seeing out of his right eye.
Feels like something's in it.
Okay, look up. I don't see anything. Does it sting?
No, but it's just really blurry.
We were pretty stressed. I mean, we were newly married, and now he's having issues with his eye.
All right, good afternoon.
Hey, doctor.
Sorry it took me a little while. I was reviewing your retinal scans. We still have to do one more test, and we can do that now. And what we'll do is take a look inside of your eye. Just relax. Just look straight ahead. Very good, towards me. Now to the left, towards Brooke. Back over here towards me. All right. I'm sorry, I don't have the best of news here. This is a pretty rare condition for someone of your age.
The retina specialist did all the tests, which are quite extensive, and said that I had branch retinal vein occlusions. What it is you have a couple of veins that feed the retina in the back of your eye, and the retina is what collects all the data so you can see. And one of those veins burst, and that caused part of my retina to have no blood supply.
Am I gonna lose my vision in that eye?
It's too early to tell, but there are treatment plans that we can do.
I was told a number of times that we expect to see this more so in elderly people. At your age, you shouldn't really be experiencing this. It was a rare occurrence.
So, just try to relax. Take some deep breaths.
Getting a needle stuck in your eyeball is very painful. I was absolutely terrified.
Over the next few months, Dominic recovers his eyesight through a series of injections. One morning, Dominic leaves before dawn, leaving Brooke home alone.
I just remember sitting up and felt someone sit at the end of the bed. The bed literally went down.
Brooke Ardolino has been sensing a presence in her California home.
I was home alone, and I felt someone sit at the end of the bed. The bed went down, and I just remember sitting up and looking, and there was nobody there. But I felt somebody sit on the bed. It really freaked me out. I hated being alone in my house because so many crazy things going on. I know my house is haunted. I waited for Dominic to come home, and we sat down.
I need to talk to you.
What's going on?
There's something wrong with this house. The noises, the light falling. I feel someone watching me all the time. I think the house is haunted.
I told Dominic something is going on. Our house is haunted. There's so much happening that we can't explain.
Say something.
We both realized that there was something there in the house.
I believe you. I experienced something too. I heard this voice, this woman singing. I knew something was off, but I didn't know how to tell you. It's just that everything since we got back from our honeymoon has been just one thing after another.
The honeymoon.
Really? A rock from a cemetery.
What if this is all happening because of the rock? Or one of the antiques that we got?
After looking back, you start thinking, well, all the things that happened right when we got married, it must be because we brought this rock back.
What are you talking about?
Maybe there's a spirit from the cemetery attached to one of them.
We never thought it was tied to the house because the house was so new and we knew the owners. What else could it be besides the antiques that we brought in or the rock?
I should have listened to you. You told me not to take the rock.
Listen, we'll figure something out, okay? It'll be okay.
To be safe, the couple stores their antiques in the rock in a spare room.
We felt like that stuff all needed to be away from where we were living in the house. I think an out of sight, out of mind mindset was present at the time.
In the fall of 2014, Dominic's issues with his right eye worsen and a surgery is planned.
So at this point, the doctor felt that laser surgery would be the only solution for him.
The last few months of 2014 were very intense. It was definitely emotionally draining.
Dom? You okay?
You always think of your house as like your safe space, and then when it's not anymore, it's not comfortable, and you just don't feel like it's a good place to be. You don't want to be there. I opened the cabinet. And the glass shattered. I did feel like I was being targeted. I was terrified.
Brooke Ardolino is feeling threatened by an unseen entity in her home.
The whole light fixture came crashing down and shattered. It's terrifying to think that something could hurt me physically. You don't know how to stop it. You don't know what it is.
You okay?
I think so.
I was really in shock that this light had just come down.
What is going on in this house?
I don't know. But we can't keep living like this. We have to do something.
Having something you can't see or control trying to hurt a loved one, it makes you feel desperate. It makes you feel insecure, as if you're not doing enough, even though there's nothing you can do. I wanted to protect Brooke from it, but I didn't know how.
Desperate, Brooke contacts a local investigative team, Left Coast Paranormal.
Hello. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming.
Of course, we're here to help. I'm Father David Deerfeeder. I'm a medium, as well as a priest in the old Catholic tradition. And so my role on the team is pretty much to go in and see what I sense.
So, how does all of this work?
Well, we'll set up the equipment, and then we'll do a walkthrough of the house to get a baseline reading, and then we'll take a look at the items in your spare room that you told us about.
They were relieved to see us show up, and they were even more relieved when we told them that they weren't crazy and we were going to resolve this for them.
Okay, I'll show you upstairs.
Brooke had stated that they had just recently gotten married and had taken their honeymoon in Virginia City. And they had picked up a rock from the cemetery there, and she had brought it home with her. They also are avid antique collectors, and they were concerned that maybe one of their antiques that they had picked up had something attached to it, or the rock had something attached to it.
As a technical specialist, I am in charge of operating the cameras, operating the voice phenomena recorders. The infrared camera that we use measures the light that we cannot see with our eyes in the infrared spectrum, and many times we've found that spirits tend to operate and tend to manifest themselves in that specific frequency.
We're trying to contact the spirit in this home. Do you belong to one of the items in this room?
Did you follow Brooke home from the cemetery?
Are you picking anything up?
Nothing.
Everything was very quiet up there. Nothing registered high or hot, or nothing indicated that there was anything there.
I didn't get any sense that there was anything connected to that rock at all. It's not in here.
Father David continues his walkthrough of the house. Suddenly, he has a vision.
I sensed that there were two spirits, one female, one male. I didn't sense that they were collaborating, but they were both present. The female spirit was a very warm, loving, and protective spirit. The male spirit was aggressive, angry, and wanted to intimidate.
Father David Deerfeeder has just been attacked by one of the two entities haunting Brooke and Dominic's home.
No! It can be very frightening to realize that you're dealing with a spirit that's developed this power, where they can push you and grab you and cause physical harm. So I was concerned about the safety that was there for Brooke and Dominic.
What happened up there?
I was attacked.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. There is something haunting your house, but it has nothing to do with the rock or the antiques.
I didn't pick up on anything connected to the rock. It was just a rock. That was good news and that was bad news. Because what we thought was, possibly the central object wasn't the central object at all.
Well, what is it?
I sense two spirits.
Two spirits?
I saw a female spirit. Brooke, I think it's your mother.
My mom is here? With us? I just miss her so much.
I was shocked that my mother was there to help. It was comforting at that point to know that she was there.
There was some activity that they had in this house that was pleasant. Mysterious, but pleasant. The sound of a woman singing that they had heard. I believe that was Brooke's mother. So that her presence was really a sweet, sweet, protective, loving presence.
She's here to protect you and Dominic.
From what?
There is another spirit, a male presence, and he is not friendly. I sense aggression aimed at you, Dominic. I think he's focused on you.
Something about Dominic was really troubling for this spirit.
On me? Brooke has been one attacked.
Yes, I think he's trying to get your attention.
The male spirit had some anger issues, and I don't know that he was 100% conscious of the fact that he could do some serious harm to these people.
In order to determine the reason for the haunting, Father David uses his psychic abilities to connect with the male spirit.
Dominic, could you step to the center, please?
It's okay. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Do you know anyone who died recently who was upset with you? He's very angry. He says you're weak. He called you a sissy.
I heard the male spirit say to me that Dominic was a sissy. It was a specific word that he used.
And I'm sensing something. About an issue with his eye.
Oh my God, it's Carl. My ex-husband, Carl. We got his ashes when he passed away. Before all of this started.
I was shocked. I knew at that point that it was Carl. That was the angry male. He had lost his eye when he was younger. He was playing in the woods with his friends with BB guns, and he'd lost his right eye.
I never did anything to Carl. I was not the reason for Carl and Brooke's separation or ultimate divorce. But knowing how much he hated me, it all of a sudden it made sense.
It is Carl. He's angry. He feels Dominic took you away from him.
His anger was overwhelming him, and he didn't have a way to mitigate that. He didn't have a way to manage it.
And his spirit is still attached to his ashes.
Well, what do we do?
We need to do a cleansing. Cross him over.
I felt very sad that this is what had become of Carl. I want to believe in my heart that he didn't know what he was doing, that he was hurting us and didn't realize it.
The team begins the ceremony.
We knew we needed to do a cleansing. We needed to get Carl to move over into the light and rid Dominic and Brooke of his presence and allow them to have their life and their marriage free of any hindrances from him.
Remain in focus and prayer with me. God, fill this house with light and love and peace. We bless this home as a place for only good and grace. God, fill this house with light and love.
When we were doing the cleansing, the atmosphere was foreboding that was in the house. It was kind of like when a hurricane is approaching.
Are you okay?
And you feel the energy that's switching. It's somewhere cross between a hurricane and a tornado. It's a weird thing.
Carl, you must leave this place. This is not your home anymore.
It had to be a kind of scary thing for Carl. He was going to be able to see the energy in this house is changing and this wave is heading toward him.
You must cross over, Carl. It's time to move on.
It'd be like standing there watching the tornado coming and knowing that you don't have a place to go. Carl did not want to cross over. He was not going to go.
I'll never leave her.
Father David Deerfeeder is attempting to cross over the spirit of Brooke's late ex-husband, Carl.
I'll never leave her.
Carl didn't want to go. He wanted to stay. He was very adamant about staying.
Spirits that don't cross over have some unresolved issue.
What's going on?
He doesn't want to cross over. He feels guilty. He thinks he was a bad husband.
He's here.
He is. It's okay. You can talk to him.
He had hurt Brooke, and he needed to have her forgiveness before he could cross over.
Carl wanted forgiveness from me for a specific fight that we had.
Carl?
It's a crazy situation to be in that you are communicating with your ex-husband. It's heartbreaking.
I forgive you for all of it. I just want you to find happiness.
We finally got to the place where Carl had accepted her forgiveness.
He needed closure. He's willing to go now.
His last hesitation was asking me if he had to go the way he was.
According to Father David, Carl's spirit can choose the age at which he wants to cross over.
He chose to be 11 years old when he passed over, because that was his happiest time in his life. And it's when he still had his eye.
Your mom's with him.
My mom?
She's guiding him.
I had opened a portal, and standing there was her mother. It's so wonderful that Brooke's mother just beckoned him to come through.
He's at peace. They're gone. He's crossed over.
All of a sudden, it just all relaxed. It was like the house exhaled after holding its breath for a long time.
Thank you for everything.
Let's go tell the others.
Knowing that he's in a better place and he's at peace, that makes me happy.
Although the paranormal activity ceases in the house, the couple must still face Dominic's eye surgery.
surgery's gonna go smoothly and your eye's gonna heal. And then we are finally gonna have that fresh start.
As long as you're with me, I'm good.
Dominic, Brooke,
hey, doctor.
How y'all doing?
But when the time comes, the couple receives an astonishing surprise.
I was reviewing your last retinal scans, and I'm shocked.
What, it's worse?
No, the opposite. Your retina has cleared up. You don't need surgery. The bleeding has stopped.
I went in for this appointment for the surgery, and the doctor told me, I can't explain it, but there's no reason to do surgery on your eye. The stuff I saw a month ago, the things I saw a month ago are gone.
Free to go. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you, Doc.
You're welcome.
I was very happy.
How could this happen?
No idea.
Suddenly, it dawns on Brooke that maybe the spirit of her ex-husband, Carl, was responsible for Dominic's eye issues all along.
Dominic, it's Carl.
Carl?
Dominic was having issues with his right eye, and that was the same eye that Carl had lost when he was very young. It all started to make sense, I think, at that point, once we tied that together.
It's very unnerving to me to realize that somebody that has passed could have this kind of effect on your life physically.
When you move into spirit, you move into pure energy. Being able to focus that energy becomes a way that a spirit can learn how to really wreak havoc. So if Carl wanted to focus on the right eye, because that's the eye he had lost, and he was going to make sure that Dominic experienced the same pain he did, then that focus would be there.
We've lived through this ordeal and came out the other side, and I think we're stronger for it.
She's my wife, and all we have is each other. I've put the experience behind us. It's always there. You never forget it. I went from total skeptic to total believer.
It's just surreal to me still that there's more out there. I believe in ghosts now, for sure. I believe that when you die, you don't just go away.
All right, horror fam. Who's the real villain here? I have some theories, but I want to hear yours. Drop them in the comments.